Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Broc and Gardner versus the world. I can't speak today, dude. That's the second take already, and I'm just going to go with it, dude. Thank you for listening, number one. We've been growing like crazy, growing rapidly. And by that, I mean we've gotten like 30 subscribers in the past month instead of like 0. But it's actually cool, man. We've gotten a lot of subscribers in the past year, and like a third of that has been the past month, which is good. So growth is happening. Growth is good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I have a guest here today, Davis Bracken. The last time I had a guest in the studio was about December, and it was Davis Bracken. So this is good. I like to mix the content up, get different people in here, But today we're gonna talk about we got some TikToks to watch at the start of the show. Some news topics. Later we're gonna watch David Dobrik's apology video and give it a rating. And then I posted something on Instagram for you guys to leave some questions or things you need advice on or topics you want to talk about. And you guys actually didn't disappoint this time. You actually gave us some, so we're gonna discuss that, and that's gonna be good. And I want to make that like an integral part of the show moving forward, like involving you guys in the podcast. So there's an email, brocgardnervstheworld@gmail.com. brocgardnervs theworld at gmail.com. Email that email any questions or like things you need advice on. It's mostly like playful, but if you have like, you can leave us a little note if you want it to be like serious or something, but or like topics. If you want us to talk about a certain topic that's on your mind, like send it in, and me and whoever I have on will get to those every show. I want that to be like a new segment kind of thing. So make sure that happens. You guys did great this last time, but just like keep it up. Email that email, again, brocgardnervstheworld at gmail.com. So we'll get to that later. Thank you guys who participated. Man, how you been, Davis? How you been, bro?
I'm still alive, just pushing along. We're doing all right.
Still chilling, bro. You got the baseball hoodie on. How's the season been, bro? How's the season been?
Season's been good. Playing baseball like every day.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Practice every day, long practices, long hours on the baseball.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's fun. It's fun. I like baseball.
Is that your sport? Is that your favorite one to play?
Football is up there. Football and baseball probably.
Yeah. Baseball, dude, I don't miss baseball. I'm gonna be honest. I love that you love baseball, but I don't miss it because of how many hours you put into that. That's the most time I've ever spent on a sport was in baseball, dude. You have 3-hour practices, but the practices aren't even the bad part. You have games like multiple times a week. You have multiple games a week, and then whatever you don't play games, you practice for 3 hours on. It's the most time I've ever spent in a sport, dude. It's just not for me, you feel? It's just not for me. So first and foremost, I got some notes here. We're gonna see what we can do with this. My boy Gary Vee is back at it again. You know Gary Vee?
I do know Gary Vee.
Let's get your thoughts on Gary Vee first, actually. What are your thoughts on my man Gary Vee, bro?
I don't know. I feel like he's kind of a little bit crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really watch him that much. I just watch him scam little kids on yard sales and stuff. But
that's so funny, dude. I love how he acts like he makes his millions flipping stuff in garage sales. Like, no, you didn't, dude. No, you didn't. You didn't make all your money from flipping stuff at garage sales. Like I don't know what he's trying to get.
Sonic games that he found.
Yeah, dude. You didn't go to a freaking garage sale and flip a Sonic game and make your millions. That's not how you did it. So quit lying to people. Like, and there's lots of people that watch the podcast, I know, that are Gary Vee fans that might get offended by this. And listen, I don't care, okay? Gary Vee, he gives advice, but there's nothing like specific about it. He just tells 20-year-olds to chase their dreams and grind and hustle. And like there's no substance. There's no, okay, how do I do that? It's just like grind and hustle. And some people need that and some people like that. But I'm a very technical guy. I want things to be technical. If you're telling me to do something, I want you to tell me how to do it. How do you expect me to get there? So this is a classic Gary Vee TikTok that I just saw like a couple days ago. And he's talking about breakfast. And this is actually from his TikTok.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Nothing. I don't eat breakfast. The propaganda around breakfast being the most important meal is propaganda from the cereal and dairy industry. It's not true. Oh! Actually, Captain Crunch, Life, and Grape Nuts are my 3 favorite cereals. I just don't eat breakfast.
Okay, dude, that's the dumbest video I think I've ever seen on
Yeah.
TikTok. And there's so many dumb videos on TikTok. That's the worst one, dude. And my favorite part is like the people behind the camera. Oh,
Really?
Like,
Actually?
they're just having a realization. Like, what, dude? What?
Are you serious right now? Like,
Actually, breakfast isn't the most important meal of the day. Like in this guy, and then people go on Twitter and they're like, dude, Gary Vee, or people in real life, Gary Vee is a genius. He's the genius of our generation. What?
Wrong.
What? Wrong, dude. Gary Vee is a psychopath, man. And I love Gary Vee, and I'll have him on the podcast anytime he wants. Gary, I know you're watching this. I actually have a hookup with Gary Vee. You know that?
you do?
You remember, I don't know if you guys know Peter McCormack that was on my podcast, the Bitcoin podcaster that I had on at the start of the year. I think it was the first podcast of the year. And I don't know how to, schedule people. I'm really bad at like doing what I'm supposed to do. And so our schedule was kind of messed up, but I expected to do a podcast with Peter. And so I was sitting there and he was actually in the middle of recording a podcast with Gary Vee and I had to reschedule. So, it could happen, bro. I know Gary's watching this. I know he's probably a big fan. Gary, listen, hit me up. DM me on Insta, bro. I'm open. I'll always answer my DMs from you. We could discuss breakfast, hustling, grinding. I'm pretty sure one of his tweets one time said like kindness is delicious or something. It's just like stuff like that. Like, Gary, fix it, dude.
He's more of an inspirational kind of guy instead of like a life coach.
Yeah.
Or whatever he's trying to do.
Yeah, but like, I don't even know how you could call him inspirational though. I know he's trying to be. I would love for him to just come out and be like, if you're 21, achieve your dream. Don't go to college, achieve your dream. And then be like, okay, but how do I do that? Give me the steps. What did you do? And it's not just Gary Vee, dude. It's like a lot of motivational people on social media. They'll say, I'm a 20-year-old millionaire. I just bought my own house. And you can too. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. All right, I'm not letting anybody tell me what I can and can't do. But now what do I do from here? You know what I mean? It's kind of a little bit crazy. But yeah. So now there's one other thing. Hold up. First of all, I don't mean to get a little sidetracked. I'm lying. Of course I do. I want to get sidetracked. But what have you ever had Chipotle?
No, I've never eaten
Never
Chipotle.
once?
I'm going to get like slandered by everyone in the comments.
No,
and
yeah.
everybody. I've never had Chipotle.
Not even once.
Not even once.
Not even one time. What's your favorite place to eat?
I don't know.
Favorite fast food? Go.
Costa Vida. Is that a fast food? Is that a
Yeah,
fast
that
food?
counts. That counts. That counts. For those of you
Or
that don't have
Wendy's.
Wendy's is good too. For those of you that don't have Costa Vida in your area, God bless you. That's why people like Chipotle, by the way, is because they don't have a Costa Vida in their area. But
You like Chipotle better?
No. That's why people
Okay.
wait. No. What did I say? People like Chipotle because they don't have Costa Vida.
So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
so people that don't have the delicious taste of Costa Vida have to eat at Chipotle. But the reason I say that is because, so like when I was in middle school, I was one of those kids that was like, I don't want to be trendy. I don't want to do anything that everyone else is doing. I want to be different. And so I tried to steer clear of all the different trends that people were doing. If anybody was doing something, I was doing the opposite, just because I don't know. It's weird, but like music, all that stuff. And then I realized like a couple years ago, like if you're gonna do that, then who do you do that stuff with? Like it's very lonely trying to not be trendy because there's nobody like you listen to this music, you're like, oh, this is dope, but you can't like jam to that music with anybody. Nobody else is gonna like the music, and you can be like, oh, this movie's awesome. Nobody else is gonna want to watch the movie with you because they hate it, and by design, that's how you made it, your taste. And so I realized that. So now I'm actually flipping, and I want to just be as trendy as possible.
So you're gonna go to Chipotle.
So I had Chipotle. This is what I'm getting at.
Oh.
I had Chipotle today. Actually, about 30 minutes ago, I had Chipotle for the first time. Chipotle burrito. I believe it was, what do you call it? A carnita?
I don't know.
It's like
I've never
it's
been.
like some sort of. It was some like shredded chicken, and then guacamole and sour cream. And then with a little bit of the pico de gallo, whatever they give you. And I have to say, listen, man, I really wanted to be on board. I wanted to be on board because so many people talk about Chipotle, and they say it's the greatest. Like, I don't know. What do people say about Chipotle?
I don't know. I just know like everyone likes Chipotle. Like if you go outside of anywhere, it's Chipotle.
It's like that little kid that's like probably gay. He's like, Chipotle is my life. Like that vine. That's kind of what started it all. But yeah, I've heard about Chipotle for so long, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. And I just don't see it. It was fine. It wasn't like terrible. It wasn't wretched, you know, but it wasn't good.
That sweet pork quesadilla.
It wasn't that sweet pork quesadilla, and I don't even like sweet pork. Those make me sick. Is that what you get at Costa
Sweet
Vida?
pork quesadilla, yeah.
I can't eat those, man.
What do you get?
Sweet pork salad.
Oh, well, it's like the same thing.
Well, it is. For some reason in the quesadillas, though, and it's not just with Costa Vida. I've had, like, multiple quesadillas like that. They have, like, some weird, like, sweet thing on the outside. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's, like, brown.
Like they dip that, like, sauce.
There's, like, something on it, and it, like, makes me sick for some reason. I can't eat it. It's, like, I feel like it's, like, brown sugar water.
Melted brown sugar.
Yeah, I feel like if they put that on there, and it's, like, it makes me sick. Also, have you ever been to Rumby Island Grill? That's kind of another like Costa Vida place, and they have like I think it's like coconut rice or something. It's like coconut something in their little bowls that they have, and that makes me nauseous, dude.
Yeah, that I don't like coconut.
Yeah.
So coconut rice does not sound very appetizing.
Yeah, dude. Imagine like a Costa Vida salad, but there's just like a slight hint of coconut. It just makes me. It makes me nauseous, dude. I've had it twice. But anyways, Chipotle's not that good, dude. The burrito's pretty bland. And if you guys have any like, you know, specific orders that I should get from Chipotle.
Food reviews with Broc next.
No, yeah, I don't know if you guys have been watching the vlogs or anything, but I've done so many food reviews and like half of them haven't even made it into the vlogs. Like every time I eat something, I just film it and review it. Which I don't know, maybe that's my new thing. But yeah, if you guys, I know because people, if you ever bag on a restaurant that somebody likes, they'll just be like, oh, you didn't get the right thing. You didn't get the right thing. That's disgusting. You got to get this. Okay, so leave those in the comments. Comment your Chipotle order right now in the comments. And your Starbucks order, because I also want to be a Starbucks guy.
Strawberry acai lemonade.
Yeah, what is that? And what are like these bowls that people are getting with like the strawberries and the bananas?
I don't know.
And they like toss some sauce on
I've been to Starbucks once with Morgan. And
oh, yeah. I don't know if it's a Starbucks thing.
It wasn't even a Starbucks. It was a Lynn's ghetto pop-up stand, so I wouldn't call it Starbucks.
Is that what you got? Was the strawberry acai?
Lemonade thing, yeah.
What was that like? Describe the experience.
Lemon water with a hint of strawberry.
It looked delicious, though. It was nice and pink. The coloring was really good.
Dried strawberries they just poured in there.
Dried strawberries?
Freeze-dried strawberries.
I've
They
never
weren't fresh.
been to Starbucks once. No, that's a lie. I did go to Starbucks once, and I got a water. I got a water at Starbucks. I don't remember why we were there. It was like in San Francisco or something. But yeah, I want to be a Starbucks kid and just I just want to start being trendy as F. You know, listening to Justin Bieber, like Morgan Wallen. I just want to be as mainstream as I possibly can in the following year, just to like make friends. Dude, those people like on you know, like on high school movies where they're like, you got to be yourself. You got to stand out from the crowd. Absolutely not. Do not do that,
Go
dude.
with the crowd, but don't follow if it's a bad decision. Wise words.
Make the judgment. Okay.
Make your own judgment. Don't listen to the bad things.
Make your judgments, but also it's like you'll have a lot more fun if you just do what everybody else does, you know? And that could be, you know, music, you know, eating at the same places, watching the same movies, doing the same drugs. It could be any of those things. It could be any of those things, man. But not for real. It's like it's kind of a weird piece of advice, but you gotta like
live a little.
You gotta live a little. But you gotta like loosen up, is what I'm saying. Like if you had the personality that I used to have, where it was like, if people would turn on something like mainstream, I would instantly just be like, oh freak. Like if somebody turns on like a classic, like throwback, like 2000s. What's an example of that song? Like some Maroon 5 song. Yeah. Let's say like Moves Like Jagger. We're in the car, somebody puts on Moves Like Jagger. Like 4 years ago, I would have been like, oh, this is so dumb. And just sat down while everybody jammed and just been all pissed off. And I don't know why. I was like, we should listen to Tyler, the Creator. And everyone's like, Tyler, the Creator sucks. I'm like, no, he's not. He's a genius lyricist. And it's like, shut up, dude. Listen to Playboi Carti. I've been listening to so much Playboi freaking Carti, dude. You ever listen to Playboi Carti? So much Playboi Carti, dude.
And Nash is tried to make me listen to Playboy
Yeah,
Cardi
dude.
3 times.
TikTok loves Playboy Cardi. I listened to Playboy Cardi, one of his albums, one of his first like earlier ones. There was like 6 TikTok songs in the entire lineup, like common TikTok songs. TikTok loves Cardi, or whatever TikTok I'm on does. But anyways, like, so you got to loosen up a little bit. Like, don't just turn yourself off to certain things just because it's mainstream. Don't be a douche, okay? Because it's a lot funner to jam with your friends.
That's for sure.
Yeah. And it's like if they're going to watch a movie and you're like, oh, that movie's so stupid. I want to watch like Schindler's List and try and get some art out of my movie. You know what I mean? Get a message, a moral. Shut up and watch Billy Madison. Shut up and watch Grown Ups with the boys. It's fun. And I have to move my water bottle because last podcast it was in the way and my mom made fun of me. I like my water bottle. But yeah, that's my piece of advice for any youths, any high schoolers that are coming up right now. Go with the flow. What's a piece of advice you would give a high school kid right now, off the top of your head?
Try your hardest. Don't settle for the less, even though I do it all the time.
Yeah.
You got to work hard. It's not that hard to work hard. I don't know.
It's not that hard to work hard.
Yeah.
That's a great quote, man. Yeah, it's true. I love to give advice that I never follow. Try your hardest. Never settle. That is something that I would encourage you to do, but I do not apply in my own life. And I'm okay with saying that.
If there's something you're passionate about, go for it and put the time in so that you can be the best you can at what you're passionate about.
That's another good. What are you passionate about? What are you
I don't know.
passionate about?
Pitching?
Pitching?
Yeah.
Tents?
What?
Pitching tents?
No.
Pitching a baseball.
Pitching a baseball.
Pitching a baseball.
Yeah.
What do you do daily in your mind and physically to help you with your goals?
Well, I tell you what, my mental game is weak. I get
Yeah.
in my head a lot.
As we all do.
But all winter I was in the gym throwing the baseball, pitching every morning, throwing 30, 35 pitches a day. And now today my arm feels good and I can throw whenever. Just stretch out my arm and I'm good.
So you're just putting in the work, man.
Yeah.
You're just putting in the work. What kind of stuff gets in your head when you're on the mound? Let's get into it.
When people hit off me, just other I don't want like other teams to hit.
Nah, it's fine. Listen, dude, we're gonna take you to the top. There's actually a lot of people from like different schools that watch this, but it's
whatever.
It's fine. So people get in your head when they hit off you?
Just like if they hit the ball far, my team isn't behind me, like they don't field the ball clean, they don't have a defense behind me, like that gets in my head a lot.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like if I walk someone, feels like I'm doing something wrong. If I can't throw strikes, just get in my head a lot.
How do you overcome that? Have you found a way yet?
No, I just try to forget about it as much as I can and just keep going.
Have you ever seen that movie? I have no idea what the movie's called. Rookie of the Year or something? What's the movie with Kurt Russell? Not Kurt Russell. The old guy that's in all the sports movies. Field of Dreams. What's his freaking name?
I don't know.
Charles Barkley or something? Clear the mechanism. He's a pitcher. He clears the mechanism. Blurs all the people out. And just focuses on the glove. That's what you're doing?
I've seen that, yeah.
Clear the mechanism. My dad sent me that clip when I was a kid. My dad, bless his heart, dude. I know he's listening to this right now. He sent me so much stuff and tried to help me with sports, and I feel bad because I wasted his time because now effing look at me. Now effing look at me, dude. I've done nothing with any of that. Thank you, Dad. But yeah, so David Dobrik. Have you heard of anything about the David Dobrik stuff?
I've never watched a David Dobrik video.
Neither
in
have
my
I.
life.
Never once have I watched a
That might
David
be the
Dobrik
only
video.
flex I have. If that's a flex, I've
Yeah.
never watched a David Dobrik
No.
video.
My only flex is that when I was in middle school and I started a Snapchat, I made like a normal username. My username on Snapchat's Broc Gardner.
My username is Davis Bracken 614.
Yeah, that's one of my flexes. Is like, dude, there's so many people like. It's so odd. Life is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be looking through my quick ad, and I'll be like judging people like whether or not their Bitmoji is hot, and whether or not their username is like normal.
Like Rainbow Unicorn 37.
Yeah.
Like what? Why'd you?
And to think about it, there could be like 30 years ago, two people could have been like met and dated and gotten married. And then 30 years in the future, those same two people could have seen each other on Snapchat quick ad, not like their Bitmoji, and just never met. Or seen each other on quick ad, not like their username, thought it was too weird, and then just never met. And that's how life has shifted, bro. Isn't that insane?
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So our generation is a lot different.
Yeah.
You gonna add your kids to the private story?
Absolutely not. You think we'll still have private stories
I don't
when
know.
we're like 40?
Like
Oh, man.
older people have like the Facebook. Are we just gonna like transition to Facebook, or are we gonna like stay on Snapchat?
That's actually a good point. Like, is there like stages in life?
Yeah.
Like, do you graduate to Facebook mom, or does it just gradually shift so Snapchat mom becomes a term?
Yeah.
That's actually interesting. And what's like the next?
What's gonna be the next?
What's
thing?
the next thing?
It's like Snapchat for us, and like what's our kids?
I would say ours. I don't know, what is ours. Is ours Snapchat or TikTok?
Probably TikTok, honestly.
It's
I'd
a
say
toss up.
yeah.
Snapchat's been around longer, but TikTok's made more of an impact, I bet. But yeah, what is because what else is there? You have Facebook, which you can do type posts. Worst thing ever. Facebook's the worst thing ever. Instagram, where you just post like pictures and stuff, and then Snapchat, where you can like, it's mostly for sending pictures and messages, and then you have just the messages app. So what else could there be as like a forum? Do you think we're done with like new social medias, or do you think there'll be more that pop up somehow?
I don't know. I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg could pull something out of his A-word.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. That's one of those things. It's like you've never seen like you can't invent a new color.
Yeah.
It's like you can't think of like a new something like that. You know, there's literally nothing else unless you can, which they will.
Like we're gonna like have to use like holocrons or something. Like
Holocrons? That sounds eerily close to something really bad that YouTube will probably demonetize me for. We're not talking about the holocrons.
No.
We're talking about technology.
Star Wars.
We're talking about Star Wars, not the thing Star Wars is based on, but just regular old Star Wars holocrons. But yeah, that's kind of weird to think about. But what were we saying? David Dobrik?
Yeah.
So David Dobrik, dude, I hate this podcast. I'm actually gonna quit this podcast. Because it forces me to do stuff that I would never do, like watch a 10-minute video explaining the effing David Dobrik drama. Like, I care, dude. I gotta sit there and watch this British guy talk about David Dobrik and effing Trisha Paytas and some guy named Jeff. Like, I care. Like, I literally care. There's so many things I'd rather do than spend 10 minutes of my day watching effing somebody talk about David Dobrik. Literally. And I just sat there and watched that. And I had to rethink my life decisions. Like, I could be at baseball practice right now, like pulling some hot chick because I'm a baseball player. What the F am I doing? I'm sitting here watching some British dude explain David Dobrik sexually harassing people for like 10 minutes just so I can discuss it on a podcast that doesn't get views. What am I doing? So anyways, David Dobrik apparently sexually harassed somebody. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I wish you had more insight on David Dobrik because I thought we could have like shared, but I don't have any either.
Yeah, I have like nothing. I don't know anything about David Dobrik. I know he gives away Teslas.
Yeah, that's also the funniest thing is when people post David Dobrik Tesla, like they're gonna be it.
Yeah.
Imagine. Did any winners get announced on that?
I don't know. I don't follow him on
Imagine,
any social media.
imagine, dude. Imagine you post on your story David Dobrik car giveaway. Like, David Dobrik's going to give you a Tesla. Just imagine being that person. So, I guess, I don't know where this drama started. I don't want to, like, talk about it too heavily. I just want to give, like, a preface. So, you know Trisha Paytas?
Yeah.
She's a god. I love Trisha Paytas. This is no cap, no joke. Love Trisha Paytas, dude. She knows how to stir stuff up and get views, dude.
Oh, yeah.
She is like the Drake of YouTube, I would say. She just knows how to stay relevant. She just knows how to keep doing insane stuff and saying insane stuff to stay relevant. There's so many good clips of Trisha Paytas, dude. Especially with that new podcast she has. Have you seen that with freaking H3? So they actually hated each other, and then they started a podcast, and now there's so many. dude, so many good clips of her freaking just being stupid. There's one where she said she voted for Joe Biden because he quoted Hamilton in his speech, which the quote that she said he quoted was, "We believe, or we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal." She thought that was from Hamilton. She thought that was
the dumbest person I've ever seen in my life.
100%, dude. But I don't know if it's an act or not. It's just so funny, dude. We hold these truths to be self-evident. It's so funny. But so yeah, I think she said something, or I don't know, dude. H3, I used to like H3, but he just tries to cause drama now. It kind of pisses me off. Yeah, he's always starting beef with everybody, just random people just start beef with. But it's kind of annoying. But I think she said something about like how David Dobrik sexually assaulted somebody. It became this whole big thing. So basically, what I got out of this 10-minute clip that I watched of this YouTube news, which I feel disgusting saying that I watched a video titled YouTube News. I feel disgusting and vile, and like I want to end my life. And what I got out of it was that he did a prank on one of his friends, where you know, like who Karina Kampf is? Is that her name?
I don't know.
Isn't she like a porn star?
I don't know.
Adult film star or something? I don't know. She's some hot chick, and he told his friends that he was gonna kiss, like, or that she was gonna kiss his friend, and so then his friend came and sat on the couch, and then he actually replaced that girl with this guy named Jason Nash, who's like a part of his squad. He's like this old man in a wig, and then they kissed. Him and this old guy kissed, and he thought he was kissing this girl for some prank, and then I'm sure David Dobrik like laughed really hard, because he laughs really hard at everything, dude. His laugh is the most annoying thing in the world, but so is mine. I realized when I was editing the video yesterday, I have an annoying laugh. So that's the story. Alleged sexual assault, I guess you could say, which, dude, look, we're gonna get canceled. You want to get canceled? You want to get canceled?
I don't know.
Let's get canceled. That's not effing sexual assault. Are you effing kidding me, dude? Literally, I know, like, we grew up in kind of a ruffian town. Davis told this kid he was going to stab him just because that's how we talk and that's the things we do. And it's like, you know, it's toxic, but that's what we are and that's how we lived. So excuse me if I don't hold all the beliefs that you do, but shove it, dude. Like, that's not sexual assault. I don't like David Dobrik. I think he's effing annoying. But I don't think there's any reason to get canceled for that, especially when the guy like said it was fine and said that he would do it for clout and stuff. There's all this different stuff. Anyways, it doesn't matter. David Dobrik got canceled essentially, and he has this apology video, and I've not seen it yet. So I think we should just watch. Do you want to just watch it?
Yeah, we can. I don't know. Or do we want to watch it?
I have no idea. I don't know what to expect. It could be funny. It could be sad. I literally have no idea.
Guys.
So
This is going to break my streak of watching a David Dobrik video.
Yeah, same, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna start it, and then I'm gonna try not to stop it. Honestly, just so it's easier for me to edit and post. Okay, here we go.
It's 1:45.
Discusses multiple forms of trauma.
I'm finally by myself, which I know doesn't sound that crazy to be by yourself at 1:45 in the morning, but this week's
dude, what's your favorite celebrity apology
video?
video? Before we really get into
A lot of
this.
people around.
Logan Paul's.
Tell me what to
Logan
do,
Paul's
give me
after he
advice.
did the thing in the Suicide Forest.
Yeah.
That was a classic one.
Yeah.
That really
I
was
think
classic.
that's the only one that I've actually like watched.
Yeah, PewDiePie has done a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Logan Paul's was a classic, dude. That was kind of the first one that really took off apology wise. Let us know your favorite apology video down in the comments below. Well, let's turn this back up.
It's a testament to that. I don't want to defend that video. I don't want to delete that video. I just want to be clear. What this video isn't going to be is it's not going to be me discrediting Trisha, Kat, or any other woman involved.
I literally just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, this is so boring. I don't even want to do this for content. I just want to see David Dobrik cry.
And I can explain every situation appropriately. I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was by him.
Oh, this got a lot darker than I thought it was. So we ended the David Dobrik clip because I was lost. Were you lost?
Yeah, I did not know
I had
what was
no
happening.
idea. I thought it was something way lighter than that stuff. And then he started talking about R-ing people. What, dude? David, Chillax, my guy. But yeah, for real. So I guess that's that for that. That's our thoughts on the David Dobrik. I give it a 10 out of 10. Good job, David.
I give it 11.3749.
11.3749 out of 10.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's okay. Moving on. There's this thing that I saw on Twitter that was these pilots were landing in I think they were landing in San Francisco Bay Area, and their mics were on. I'm gonna actually see if I can pull up this article. Pilot mic'd up. I wish we had a person that could look this up. Pilot F. What was it, dude? Oh my goodness. We're gonna lose it. Pilot landing. Pilot.
I don't know.
I don't remember what it's called. Hot mic, Bay Area. Okay, we found it. I want to find exactly what he said because there's some funny quotes. Okay, so apparently there was this pilot and he was flying these people to the Bay Area, which is San Francisco. And they were coming in for a landing or something, and he was mic'd up, and he said some crazy stuff over the microphone, and they're getting heat for it. So these are some of the things he said. F this place, this gosh dang liberal Fs. 8 guns out here somewhere as it is. What does that mean? Effing weirdos probably driving around effing Hyundais, effing roads and that go slow as F. And then there was one there. I swear there was one quote where he was like, "If you're not effing rolling coal, you're effing P word or something like that." It was so funny, dude. But yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. What would you, if you were a pilot mic'd up, what do you think you would get in trouble for saying?
I don't know. Probably I don't know. I've never thought of this before. What would you say?
The N-word?
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've never said that word. I've never said the N-word. Have you ever said the N-word?
No.
Live confession. Have you ever said the N-word?
No.
I have. I'm going to be honest. I've said the N-word. Don't anymore, but I have. You ever said the N-word?
Yeah.
Look, try and cancel me now, dude. I just admitted
I didn't want to be canceled.
I admitted to it before anybody could get to me. Yeah, I said the N-word when I was younger in middle school. I said it all the time. I never said it to a black person. It was me and a bunch of other white kids.
Me and the boys.
It was me and a bunch of other white kids. We'd call each other that because we wanted to be black. And then I realized probably shouldn't say it, and I don't say it anymore. And I think that's okay. Do you think that's okay?
Yeah.
I think that's okay. And I'm glad we finally got this out in the open.
A lot of people are.
And people are just too scared to admit it, bro.
Yeah.
So there, I said the N-word. A lot of times. Am I proud of it? No. Would I do it again? Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't. So now I guess now's a better time than any to get to your guys' question and advice. Again, email brocgardnervstheworld@gmail.com. That's brocgardnervs theworld@gmail.com for you audio listeners. Are you mouthing everything I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's very terrifying. Yeah, so I did it on my Instagram for this first time, but I don't want to do it every time. So if you guys literally any topic, question, advice, I think advice would be so funny. We're going to do some of that here.
Oh, boy.
Trying to give people advice. If you guys have anything like that, please email us. Again, brocgardnervstheworld@gmail.com. And you will most likely be featured on the show. 100% you will. If you email anything, even if you just want to say hi or just tell us about the show, what you think of it, that'd be awesome. So thanks, guys.
Shout yourself out.
Shout yourself out, literally. We won't disclose anything, by the way. If you ask a question or for advice or anything, I'll never say your name unless you specifically tell me to. So don't be worried about that. So here's questions for the podcast that you guys sent from Instagram. Number 1 question, what do you do when you get rejected? Boy, have you come to the right place. Boy, have you come to the right place. Never has one person had more experience on one topic than me. But let's hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on how to handle rejection? What to do?
I don't know. Rejection?
Yeah. I'm assuming from a person of the opposite or same sex.
Well, probably crawl in a hole and never come out.
Actually?
Just don't ever talk to them ever again.
Have you ever been rejected?
I don't know. Not that I can recall. Like rejected, like ask someone out.
Like, yeah, I guess there's different levels.
Like, yeah.
I think of rejection as you shoot your shot and they don't even open it, which has happened to me.
I don't think so. Maybe a couple times.
Like girls that think they're famous because they have 1,000 Instagram followers and they can't open your DM. You kidding me?
Yeah.
At least pity me and open it and be like nah.
Or like text me for a little bit, then ghost me.
Which is fine. Like I'll take that all day, dude. But yeah. So what's your advice is just to never talk to them? Just go crawl in a hole?
No, honestly, forget about it. There's multiple times that you're going to get rejected. You're going to have to go through it eventually. You're never going to get away with not being rejected.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just take that rejection and build from it and learn from it, then you'll be good in the next time.
Yeah, there's lots of different routes you can take with this. Number one, if you get rejected, the one I always go to immediately is murder. I'm kidding. I've never hurt anybody. But for real, you can either, build on it and learn from it like Davis said, and, just gain some experience. Or you can just get rejected so many times that it just is numb. It becomes numb to you and you don't care anymore. And then that's when you enter God mode. When you get rejected so many times that you just don't feel pain anymore, you enter what I call God mode. And that is when you can hit up anybody, dude. Anybody, anytime, about anything. Because if they don't respond or if they leave you unopened,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because you're numb to it. And so that is where I advise you to go, into God mode. Try and get rejected. Hit up the hottest girls, the most out of your league girls, just for experience, just for numbness. It's like in Rocky, they just hit him so many times just so he could take a beating. That's what you got to do. And then you want to know what happened in Rocky 4? He beat Ivan Drago. So this is a foolproof method. I encourage you to get beaten down so many times that it numbs you, and then you can hit up anybody and you'll never feel pain again.
That's actually solid advice.
I mean, that's what we're here for, But I actually, it's like, yeah, you'll face rejection, bro. But keep your head up, King. That's all I can do. Get in the gym. Get in the gym, dude. Put a picture of the girl on your wall and do sit-ups while you look at it. Or push-ups or something. Something cool like that. Put it in your mirror.
Or
and just like
locker.
Or in your locker and just
or on your punching bag.
Dude, yeah. Do you use your punching bag? You got one just barely, didn't you?
Yeah.
We gotta have like a boxing. I wanna train to be a boxer.
I watched Rocky once and I decided I wanted to be a boxer.
Yeah, man. I watched Rocky 4 the other day, and it's the most 80s movie I've ever seen in my life, dude. Have you ever seen the fourth one?
I don't know which one I saw.
The fourth one is when he fights the Russian guy in Soviet Russia.
Is that when he trains in the desert?
No, he trains in the snow.
Well, then I watched one where he trains in the desert.
In the desert?
Is punching tires hung up.
What the? I've never seen that one.
I don't know if it's Rocky even. I don't know what I watched. Honestly,
you just watch like a weird porn version of Rocky. Yo, Adrian. Nah, I'm playing, but yeah. So it's just a part of life, and
he beat the dude that killed his dad.
You mean Apollo?
I don't know.
Killed his dad.
I don't know, dude.
He beat Ivan Drago, who killed Apollo Creed, which was his trainer, in a fight. I don't know, dude. There's so many Rockies. You're probably right.
I don't know.
But yeah, just use her as gym motivation. To be honest, make yourself the best version of yourself you can be. Honestly, just be toxic. Actually, start being toxic. Just text girls and then just tell them to hang out, and then just never follow up with it. Just never follow up. Is the advice that I would give. Have a hot boy summer. That's what we're all trying to have. 5 points if you kiss a girl, 10 points for make out. What are the other options?
It's 25 points if you get a girlfriend, 250 points if you bench 250.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, honestly, use it as motivation. Push yourself in both your goals, like your passions. I would say, and then your gym. like your body, physical fitness. Physical fitness never freaking failed anybody. You know, always go hard in the gym. It's a lot for me to say. I haven't been in the gym in a month. 100% I have not. This comes from the most redneck person I know. Favorite truck? Do you have a favorite truck?
I don't know. A truck's a truck.
A truck's a truck to me as well, man. But I'll tell you this much. Not effing Chevy. I sat in a Chevy one time. I'm not going to name whose, but I sat in one. Didn't like it. And I don't like Dodges either. Sat in a Dodge the other day as well. Didn't like it. I can tell you what the best car on the market is. A 2002 Toyota Camry. Shay! Silver. Space gray. Beautiful car. There's still a cassette player in it.
Really?
Dead serious. Dead serious.
You
But
have cassettes?
No, I don't have any cassettes. I might buy some though. But my favorite truck would probably have to be like just a Ford F-150, you know? Or like, I don't know, a Tacoma. Tacomas are cool, kind of.
Yeah. I like the look of a Tacoma.
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite? Maybe not even truck, just a vehicle?
No.
Not at all.
Not really. I don't know. I'm not a car, truck type of guy.
Neither am I, man. And I work in an auto shop, an auto parts place, and I don't care. I could care less about vehicles. Like, they get you from point A to point B, you know? Okay, this one says, ask him how his 101 pitch game went. What does that mean?
Oh.
Your 101 pitch game?
Yeah. On Saturday, I threw 101 pitches in a game. I pitched the whole game.
Is that legal?
Yeah, I can throw up to 110 in a day.
110?
Yeah.
You were 9 away from the cap, man.
I know.
What was the situation like? Why'd you have to do that?
Well, it was the last game of the tournament, and I hadn't pitched all weekend, so they were like saving me for this game. We were playing Richfield, and they put me into pitch. I was throwing good, and they scored 4 runs in the first inning. We don't need to talk about that. And then shut them down 0 innings up until like the 6th, and then they scored one more, and we lost 5-3. But
Dang.
it's whatever.
But you threw 101 pitches.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's where that stuff comes in we were talking about in the beginning, bro. You're putting in the work.
Yeah.
And now you feel great.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like an amazing man.
My arm kind of hurts, but
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Never mind.
It's getting better. It's been what, 5 days, 4 days since Saturday?
Yeah, it's been a few. That's crazy
it's feeling
though, man.
better though.
That's crazy. There's your answer right there. When you're making a sandwich, do you put peanut butter on first or jelly?
If you put jelly on, you're a psychopath.
Yeah. If you put
Peanut
jelly
butter
on
both sides.
Yeah,
jelly in the
110%.
middle.
100%, yeah. 100%. You put
Yes.
peanut butter on both sides, and then you put jelly so it's not soggy.
Yes.
Are you retarded? Yeah, that's the answer
and
to
I
that
like
one.
peanut butter.
I love peanut butter, dude. I sit and eat peanut butter
Peanut
out
butter
of the
and
jar.
toast.
I don't even put it on toast.
Really?
I grab a spoon, I stick it in the jar, and I spoon it out into my mouth. I'm dead serious.
But do you put it back in the jar? After
Oh,
it's
I
been in your
do.
mouth?
I have a jar to myself.
Really?
I have a personalized peanut butter jar that's for Broc. I write it on there for Broc. And then I just eat, dude. I just scarf down that peanut butter. Does it loop, though? This is another question. What does that effing mean? Do you know what that means?
No.
Nash asked this question. We disclosed Nash because he's freaking retarded. What does that mean? What does
Nash,
it mean?
What does it mean?
I can't
Nash?
even Urban Dictionary this. Urban. He said, does it loop, though?
He probably meant to type something else, and he's just dumb.
I asked him about it at lunch. I was like, what does this mean? And he said, just look it up. Till that loop hit my pipe. It doesn't mean anything, dude. He's tripping, bro. Nash,
He's
please.
from Arizona, bro.
Yeah, that's actually where he's going right now. That's why he's not on the pod. We were going to have him on with us, but he left for Arizona like a couple hours ago. Nash, please comment what that means for us, because he was just laughing.
Just put his teeth in the drywall, man.
Put his teeth in there, knock him out, dude. This one just says girl advice. Do you have any girl advice?
Girl advice from Davis Bracken: be a simp. That's my advice. Cause
How specifically and why?
I don't know. I'm just, my friends call me Simp Lord because I'm the biggest simp there is.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
What do you do to simp?
anything.
Oh, I actually remember that one time at State.
Oh yeah.
This man went to McDonald's.
Okay, no. Listen.
Okay, tell the story. Simp lord. Simp lord.
So, they were like, "Crap, it's past curfew. Will you go buy us food and we'll pay you back?" And I was like, "Sure, it's not like I'm doing anything. It's not like I have a curfew." So I went and bought food. I went and bought food for them. And then I took it to the door and I got paid. I wouldn't say that's simping. I say that's more of a favor.
He got paid. He got paid.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, he got paid.
You want me to bring up the Venmo? I will bring up the Venmo.
He got paid.
$7 from each of them.
I don't have any money to pay for it. That's what happened. I was right there. I was literally there.
Yeah, he was. He watched.
It was like one of those videos that you watch where the pizza guy comes to the door, but the girls don't have money. What are those called?
Prawn?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. But nah. Girl advice. Honestly, what I found to be the most important thing you can do is just be yourself. And that's a very corny thing to say. But like when you're texting girls, for some reason, people will be like, "No, you gotta not be chill, or you gotta be chill." I mean, you gotta be chill. You gotta like be low key. You gotta be cool. You know, don't text back right away.
That's like my biggest pet peeve.
Worst piece of advice you could give. Don't wait to text. Text whenever you want. If you have to wait an hour because you're busy, wait an hour. But if you're like right there and you want to text back, just text.
Yeah.
It's really not that. Like if you want to talk to the person, you should be able to talk to them. It's like this weird thing where it's like you have to wait like 10 minutes before you text them back. No, you don't. That's so dumb.
I don't know where you heard that rule, but it's not true.
It's just not true at all, guys. But what I found is like when I was trying to be like, you know, like when you get into the talking stage and it's just like you don't really know each other and you're just like, "Oh man, like so what do you like to do?" Like da 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 da. You know what I'm talking about? That's so boring. It's the worst thing in my life and it's so lame. And like I don't want to sound like I'm like the girl expert cuz I'm not, obviously. Dry spell for the past 2 years, but like it's a lot more fun and it's a lot more exciting when you just like are yourself. Like I would just with some girls I would just be like stupid like I am, and I would just be like, I don't know, I just act like myself, and it was a lot more fun and it was a lot more like easy to talk. You know what I mean? Than just trying to be like cool or chill.
Yeah, another piece of advice that I would give is if you're talking to a girl and like things are getting serious, don't talk to other girls.
Or do. That's another thing.
But if you're getting serious and you're about to cuff her up,
How
do
serious?
if you're about to cuff her up.
Okay, here's the
She's
thing.
about to become your girlfriend. Don't be talking to other girls.
But that's completely up to you. She doesn't know she's about to be your girlfriend. She has no idea. Here's the thing. You are free game until you've had the relationship status talk, aka the RST. All right? And I firmly believe that. I've been a believer in the RST for years. People will text and they'll like hang out and make out. But they won't know where they stand. And I think if you are in that situation, it's free game. Until you've had the RST, the relationship status talk, where you sit down with that person and you be like, okay, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we together? Are we exclusive? Until that has happened and until they have agreed and you have that conversation,
Free real estate?
it's free real estate. In my own opinion. And I think that's valid. Like, obviously, don't cheat, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think it's cheating. If you're in the talking stage, I don't think it's cheating. Listen, there's a difference between, like, things that are morally right and things that are, like, practically right. Like, you can talk to other people when you're in the talking stage with somebody. Is that a nice thing to do? No, it's not. It's kind of a douchebag move. But is it wrong? No. No, it's not wrong. So you got to make that judgment by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, until you've had the relationship status talk, you're good to go, in my opinion. But don't cheat. Don't be a douchebag, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, that's girl advice. Be yourself around women. And you know what? It just filters out the people you don't want to be with. If people can't hack you, man, you don't want to be with them anyways. You know?
Mm-hmm.
If people can't hack the real you, if they see the real you and they run, then you don't want to be with them. You know? And I just think that's important. There was a Wayne's World quote I was trying to think of. Something about like spewing. I don't remember. Anyways, do you think our dogs have names for us? Like we have names for them? Or do you think they know our names?
I'm sure they know our names because I'm sure they've heard other people around us say our names.
What do dogs think about? What are they thinking?
I don't know. I've never thought like a dog before.
I've tried to. Sometimes I just sit by my dog. Well, he's dead now. Listen, my dog died just barely, and I've had the past 2 nights I've had a dream that he's actually alive. What does that say? Is he alive?
Oh, I don't think so.
But he could be. I never saw a body. He just was gone when I got. He was gone when I got home. I never saw a body. He could be alive. You know how like when your parents like when your dog dies, they tell you he run away?
Yeah.
Maybe my dog ran away and they told me he died. Reverse. They did the reverse of what they usually do. Just something to think about.
That's just food for thought.
I mean, just something to think about, you know? Just what do my dreams mean? Is my dog alive? Past 2 nights, he's come back from the dead. But no, I don't think dogs have names for us.
They probably have our names.
They probably know our names.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd say so, just because they've heard everybody else say it.
Yeah. Do you think they have like their own language? Is barking a language,
Probably.
technically?
Have you ever seen The Secret Life of Pets?
I actually haven't. No, I
haven't
can't say
either,
that.
but, like they talk. Dogs talk. I don't know.
I mean, it's interesting to think about pets, man. I love pets. What pets do you want when you're a man?
I don't know. Pets are a lot of work. Maybe a dog?
What kind?
Dog? Cow?
You don't know dog?
I don't know a dog.
Okay, you want to hear mine?
German Shepherd.
German Shepherds, dude, those things freak me out. Those are bomb dogs. Every time I see a German
Just kidding.
Shepherd,
German
I have
Shepherds
a
are
freaking heart
huge.
attack.
I want a medium-sized dog,
Yeah,
like Wheatley.
yeah. Wheatley's been around for so
Oh my
long.
gosh, she is so old.
She's been around for so long, man.
She's like 8 years old, 10 years old.
I was just thinking about that the other day. But like, I'm gonna get a golden retriever and name it Moose, 110%. And also, I'm getting a mini cow and naming it Reggie. And they're gonna be best friends. And I literally don't care what Bracken says. It's happening. He keeps telling me it's not. It's gonna happen, dude. And I know you're watching this, all right? It's effing gonna happen, bro. He always crushes my dreams. I say I want a pet deer. You can't get a pet deer. That's not practical. You can't get a deer for a pet. That's not practical. I want a pet wallaby. You can't get a wallaby. That's not practical. Shut the F up, dude. Let me live my
I want a
freaking
pet
life.
kangaroo.
Those are cool, but you'd have to get good on the punching bag, dude, because
Yeah.
you might have to fight that thing. You might have to box that thing, bro. All right, this is the last question. I don't know what this means. Would you ever go racing? Specifically with me, the person who asked this. Racing? I don't know, like Formula 1, like
Like, hey, Danzel and dirt bike racing?
I don't know. I think it's cars. His profile
Oh.
picture is cars.
I don't know. I don't know how to race cars. What do you think I do in my free time?
Yeah.
Play Forza?
Yeah, you think I'm a freaking Forza 5 guy, man? Come on now. There's actually a new documentary series that's like Formula 1, Born to Drive or something. And I mean, it looks cool. I'm not a racer, though, you know? Like we
Yeah.
said before, we're not car guys.
Yeah.
I could beat you in a foot race for sure. I'm fast as freaking lightning.
Fast as frick, boy.
I'm fast as lightning, boys. But no, I don't think I would go racing in cars. And I would never watch cars race also. NASCAR seems like the most boring thing in the entire world. Unless you're absolutely hammered and you're actually in the stands. So boring. You know?
Yeah. The only good car race I've ever watched was Lightning McQueen winning the Piston Cup.
110%.
But he didn't win the Piston Cup. He pushed him across the line.
Yeah.
He sacrificed his win.
And I mean, that was a good lesson that we all learned.
Yeah.
Did you know both the first Toy Stories are 100% on Rotten Tomatoes?
100%.
Toy Story and Toy Story 2 are both 100%.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. What's your favorite Disney movie before we get out of here? Have you been watching any on like Disney Plus or anything?
Yeah.
What you been hitting?
Tangled.
Tangled?
Yeah. Not even gonna cap.
I haven't seen Tangled since 2011.
Tangled is so good, dude. Not even lying to you.
Somebody referenced Tangled yesterday. That's just one of those movies that gets lost in my mind. Like that and like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
I get so lost with Ratatouille and Wall-E. I never think about them.
Mm-hmm.
I never think about
Wall-E
them.
just brings back like memories from childhood.
There is like a weird thing with Wall-E.
Yeah.
Like my grandma used to have it on DVD and we'd watch it, and for some reason there was like some weird like link I have, but I don't remember any part of it.
Yeah. Like that's how I am. Like I can like picture something in my head, but I like can't
Yeah.
see what it is.
Yeah, I like what was it about? Neither of them could talk. It was like watching two retarded people in a movie. Stop. Yeah, it's like they could only say their names. It's like watching the feature film of like a Pokemon. Seems like it's such a dumb concept. And there's just a bunch of fat people. There's not like
You
a
ever thought
normal
about that?
person.
Like, what if that happens? Like in Wall-E, like
It already is.
people have left Earth.
Oh, they haven't left Earth. They're here, but they're just obese.
They go around on floating chairs.
They're just obese and freaking the world is full of garbage. So it's partly right, bro. But we're gonna head out, I think. This was a fun show. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Of course, anytime.
I really appreciate this. I don't know what I'm gonna do for next week's show or the week after that, but there will be some. And you know what? I'm gonna figure it out.
Always do.
Always do, baby. Haven't missed a podcast in what, like 6 or 7 months. I haven't missed a week. So that shows how dedicated I am. I keep doing it for the rest of my life. So if you're enjoying this, thanks. We'll do another show. Me and you are gonna do another show. Either before or we'll probably do after Costa Rica.
Probably.
Maybe we'll do one in there.
We could do a vlog.
We'll definitely be vlogging.
That'll be.
You
lit.
think we could do a podcast in Costa Rica? We could just use our phones.
Probably.
Voice memos on our phones. I'm dead serious.
'Kay.
We'll do it. On the beach.
Papa Hump.
Dude, we're doing that. Okay, be on the lookout, bro. We'll have him on again. Thanks for coming on. Again, if you want to email us, brocgardnervstheworld@gmail.com. Go follow my socials at Kendall Broc on Instagram. DM me, all that fun stuff. Broc Gardner on TikTok. Subscribe to the YouTube as well. Comment, like, all that good stuff. Do you want to plug anything?
They've heard it before.
They've heard it
Davis
before.
Bracken 614.
It'll all be linked, bro. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Have a fantastic evening.